everyone, and welcome to the Red Brick House. Today's video is a kind of a continuation of my last video where I was cleaning up my patio and I wanted to do a little bit of decorations for the 4th of July, and I made a red, white, and blue flower arrangement in a pot. And today I want to make a red, white, and blue wreath to go on my door. And so I am going to share with you some tips on how you can make a wreath when you're on a budget. So this is going to be a very inexpensive, budget friendly wreath. And so the first thing that you can do immediately to cut the cost of having a wreath is to make it yourself. Because, you know, a lot of times you buy things and it's convenient, you can just hang it up on your door and you're done. And you kind of pay for that. And if you walk into any box store or any, like even a specialty shop, those wreaths can be very expensive. You know, they can start from or at least where I live, they can start around $50 or $60 and go up from there depending on how big they are and how much stuff they have on them. And so a lot of times I like to make them myself. Now, this is if you're a crafty person, because you are using your time to do this, you know, to make this. So it is costing you time as well as a little bit of money. Okay. And so the first thing I do when I want to make something like this is that I go and take stock of what I already have. And so if you're a little bit crafty, you might already have some floral things left over from other projects. And that's my case. And so I went and looked at what I already had, and I had an arrangement that my daughter had made in the beginning of January, like after Christmas, and it was a kind of a monochromatic arrangement with all white and creamy kind of flowers. And you know, it was a long time ago. We want to upgrade that and redo it. And so I'm dropping them. I took these out of there. So these are little magnolia stems. These came from Hobby Lobby. I've had them for probably 2 years or so. I've used them in a lot of different arrangements. And so I don't mind using them in this one. You know, I'm just going to, you know, what is that? Rob Peter to pay Paul. And so that's what I did. I took these out of there. And then I also took these out of there. These little white, kind of etherical little floral stems here. There's several of them here that I've already cut. So I think I want to use these. And then because I do a lot of crafts, I already own a hot glue gun and hot glue. And I already have like wire cutters and things like that. But if you didn't have those things and you wanted to make something, maybe you have a crafty friend or family member that might want to make a wreath with you, and maybe you could use their glue gun, or maybe you can borrow it for, you know, for one project or something like that. And so that's kind of the first thing I do. And then after I know what I already have, that's when I will go start to shop. Okay, so I'll start at all the dollar stores. You know, I'll go around. Dollar Tree usually is the best for me in my area for decorations. Now this year I didn't really find much at Dollar Tree. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I just didn't find anything I liked there. And so next I went to Walmart after that. I looked at Walmart, and Walmart has really kind of upgraded their floral section, because used to the flowers didn't look so great, but now they're like, I was kind of impressed. They really look pretty cute. So I bought some, and I'm going to show you what I bought. So I bought 3 of these blue flowers. I'll try to show you an individual one so you can kind of see. It almost looks like, if it was red, I would kind of think it was a poppy, but I'm really not sure. Oh, anemone. These are supposed to be anemones. Okay. So they're really cute. I didn't know it said that on the tag. I just now saw that. And I thought they were really pretty. And then I got 2 bundles of roses. Oh, there were 3 bundles on the blue. Those are 3 different bundles, because they were kind of small, so I got 3 of them. And I got 2 white roses here. And I already had some other whites, so I only bought 2. So I bought 2 bundles of that. And let's see, how many do you get on a bundle of these? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 roses in that little bundle. So it's not bad. And then I got 2 of these geranium stems right here. Put them up there so you can see them. So they're really pretty. I mean, they're nice. The leaves, not so much. I am very particular about fake floral leaves because sometimes totally gives it away. The flowers can look realistic and sometimes the leaves look very plasticky. These are a little bit too shiny. I think that's what's making them look kind of, you know, well, fake. But they're not bad. And I'm probably not going to use the leaves anyway. So, and then at Walmart, I also bought some ribbon. Now they had wired ribbon that had the flag, the US flag on it and things like that. I did not buy those. Those were about $1 or $2 more. And so I was trying to keep this really budget friendly. And so I bought the ribbon that doesn't have a wire in it. And I think this one was like $3, I believe. So I'm going to tell you the price on all of this. So all of these that I purchased at Walmart plus the ribbon. Actually, this is not the correct price because I have a wreath form as well that I added into this price. And so let me tell you about that. After I went to Walmart, I went to Hobby Lobby and I got a wreath form. I looked around at lots of different places. This is just a, you know, grapevine wreath form. And I found that Hobby Lobby had the best price on these at this time in 2024 where I live here in Texas. This wreath was only $5.99 and it's a pretty big wreath. I don't know the inches on it. I think it's 16 or 18 inches. I'm not sure if it says on this little tag. I don't see it on the tag. I think it's maybe 18. It looks like 18 inches. It's pretty, I mean, it's a good size. So if I were to make the wreath with the Walmart flowers and the ribbon and the wreath, it would cost me $23.21. That is with sales tax. Now, that's our sales tax price. And those are the prices here where I live. I know prices vary, you know, wherever you are. So keep that in mind. But that's really cheap. I mean, like, that's really inexpensive compared to paying $60 at another store. Okay, so, but there is a caveat. When I went to Hobby Lobby, I also saw these. And they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I was standing in the aisle and I was like, I already bought the other ones and I really should use those because that's going to be the most cost-effective wreath. But I really wanted these two. And so I only got 1 bundle. Now, the Hobby Lobby ones, there's a lot more on this bundle. There's several more flowers. These are all little daisies. And they were different prices depending on the color. So, let me see. Oh, that one doesn't have a price. Okay, they were, let's see. This one was $9.99. The red was $8.99, and this one was, the white was $7.99. And so they're a little more expensive. So I did the cost of both ways. So if I had decided to use these and the ribbon and the wreath form, and I was to use that combination, this wreath would cost me $35.68. So what is that? I did the math. That's a difference of about $12.47. So, you know, depending on how much you want to spend, it's really not a lot more for these flowers if you prefer these than it is for the other wreath. But if you want to save $12.47 and spend it on something else, then do that, you know. And what I'm going to do today, I have decided I'm not going to use these. These I'm going to use, I'm going to put in an arrangement in my living room. So that will be a different project for me. And one reason I'm not going to use those is because this wreath's going outside. And if you watched the last video, you know what happened to my wreath that was on my door before. The birds took it over and decided they wanted to live there. And so I'm not gonna put my more expensive flowers outside. I'm going to use these flowers. They'll be just fine on my door. Nobody's gonna care that they're Walmart flowers, and it looks really pretty when you walk up to the door. And so that's what I'm going to do today. So if you're interested in watching me put this together, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to go through this and kind of put all these things into this wreath. Now, I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do it. I do have one more tip for you though. What you could do also to save money is that you don't have to fill in the entire wreath. You know, now I like a very full, flush wreath, but you don't have to do that. I'm going to start in this lower right-hand corner here, and I'm going to start to fill that in. And I'm going to fill it up, and I'm just going to keep expanding it so that it looks nice. I don't want to fill out the whole thing and it looks sparse. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I don't have enough to fill out this entire wreath, then I'll just let this natural beauty of the grapevine be part of the wreath. You can do that. You don't have to fill it in all the way. And so that's just another idea. So I'm not sure how mine is going to go today. So stay tuned to find out, and let's make a wreath. So here it is. Here is the finished wreath. We'll see how it looks on the door. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And I apologize for the crooked camera, you guys. The sun was out and I couldn't tell it was crooked when we did this. But I kind of like that I displaced the color. Sometimes I did two together to make a bigger, blob of color in the wreath. And I really think the magnolias really helped to balance all that out since I had pretty much all the same flowers. And so I'm really happy with it. So I hope you liked this video. If you are in the US or you are celebrating the Independence Day, I hope that you have a wonderful holiday filled with joyful memories. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.